to Ottawa Eats. I'm your host, Tom Schoch. Hey, what's the best kind of cartel? Nacho Cartel. That's the producer Ian's joke. So, yeah, you're welcome. If you're in the Sandy Hill area and you're looking for some great munchies and you're looking for some great street food, this is the place to go. It's Nacho Cartel. And before we blow the roof off your mind with some great nachos, I'm also going to unveil one of the great mysteries of TV. This is TV Tom. This is regular Tom. TV Tom? Regular Tom. Yes, I am actually much shorter in person. But for this episode, I'll be tall. We're going to have to move the block. Let's go find out all about nachos. The Nacho Cartel food truck here on Ottawa Eats. It's a little heavy. All right, welcome to the show. This is the co-founder. Thank you so much for joining us.
Very nice to have you here, Tom.
All right, nachos, tacos in a food truck. Why? Why did you do this?
Well, we actually, my brother and I are from Honduras, and our friend and co-founder is actually just crazy about nachos since forever.
Yeah.
And that's where the items came from. And if you read the menu, it's just a description of all our relationship with each other, our relationship with our family back home, and it just kind of was inspired by our recipes back home and things that we've been exposed to here, like flavors and just experiences. So it kind of just adds up to one big idea, and we decided to make it into a reality this year.
Right. So basically what you're telling me, you have a collective of crazy people that got together and decided to buy a vehicle to make food in it. Right, okay.
Pretty much.
All right. It's nice that you identify yourself so we know who are the crazy people because you all work in a truck. That's good.
Yeah, we decided to literally give it all up and start a food truck business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you have obviously a love of food, right? So I mean, what's on your menu here? Those are a couple things, but is there a certain type of food or certain food item that you absolutely love that might not even be on your menu? It's just a personal thing for you.
Actually, from the menu, I'm obsessed with the shrimp tacos personally.
Okay.
They're very different. They're actually not the traditional taco flavor that you would get back home.
Okay.
But it's kind of a mix of flavors, and it's pretty awesome. Like, that's my favorite.
Okay. So would you say that would be something that might surprise people when they come down here and try it?
Yeah,
might be something they wouldn't expect.
Yeah, it has this funny looking slaw on it. It's purple. We call it purple magic.
Okay.
So people always ask what's in it, and we like to say it's just magic.
Oh, that works well with the university crowd?
Yeah, they love it. They love to explore random things, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so what would you say, I mean, you're into this business now. What has been the biggest challenge for you and your partners so far?
Well, none of us, Mo, Leo, and myself, had any experience running a food business before, or even, I had never even worked at a restaurant before, even as a server.
Okay, wow.
But I love to cook. I love to experiment cooking. So it was definitely hard and even a bigger challenge to do so from a food truck, which is a very limited amount of space. So at the beginning it was a very big challenge, but even our mom came from, we're from Honduras, my brother and I. So she came to help us out with a lot of the procedures and just getting everything hashed out and efficiency. And some of our team members who joined after we started do have kitchen experience. Some of them were chefs before.
Right.
Some of them worked with food factories before. So we've been blessed by having people who actually have helped us grow a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's turned out pretty well.
Far.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good so far.
Real quick, one little piece of advice if anybody's thinking about doing what you did. What's one little tip you could give them? Maybe a wrong road that you went down that you're like, oh, good Lord, why did we do this? Is there any advice that you would give?
I would say maybe not venturing yourself into building a patio where there's still snow.
I was going to just say, this is delightful, this patio that you have over here.
Yeah, it was. We did it over Easter weekend, and it was still very cold when we made it. And by we, I mean the boys, not me. So yeah, it was pretty challenging, but it's one of our biggest attractions. So in the end, it did pay off. Just
Right.
maybe the timing, it was a bit too cold when
Build
we
it when
made
it's warm.
Yeah.
Build a patio when it's warm. I like your
Yeah.
advice. All right, so we're gonna see some of the food. We're gonna try some of the food. This is Ottawa Eats on Rogers Street. Okay, so we're actually in the food truck and we've added a couple of people here, some beautiful people in the background.
So these are two of our awesome employees. We have Chris, who is our main supervisor at the truck, and that's Cam, our friendliest face in the truck.
Oh, friendliest
Yeah.
face. He
He's
told
a
me he's quite the basketball player
Yeah.
too, I hear. Yeah, he's quite the all-star. You should look
Yeah.
him up. He almost got drafted one year. Obviously you make tacos and nachos, but we're
Yeah.
going to start with tacos. Which ones are we starting
Yeah.
with?
So we're gonna start off with cauliflower and the shrimp tacos.
Okay.
These are our two tacos that are actually deep fried. So Cam right now is gonna throw into the deep fryer, each in a separate fryer because they're cooked at different temperatures.
Okay.
So he puts the shrimp in a tempura batter, so
very
it's
cool.
nice and crispy at the end.
Okay.
And the cauliflower just goes straight into the fryer, just straight pieces of cauliflower, which is actually inspired by Lebanese recipe of cauliflower, because one of our partners, Mo, he's actually from Lebanon.
Okay.
Canadian Lebanese.
Right, so you have a little bit of influence from Lebanon.
exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. And of course with tacos comes the shell too, right?
Yeah.
So is that something that you guys make that yourself, or how do you go about doing that?
So we actually procure our tortillas from a secret location.
Okay, I like that.
But you can find them anywhere in Canada. And it's actually a 90-year-old family recipe of tortillas.
Oh, very cool.
So a lot of people who do know about tortillas, they're always like, where do you get them from? How do they come out, you know?
Right.
So we do buy them already made, but we always do a process of just putting them on the grill to warm them up and kind of make them nice and crispy and fluffy at the same time.
Okay, so I mean, you have the secret location. Is there a secret recipe when it comes with the shrimp as well?
With the shrimp?
Yeah, with the batter that goes on it.
We add a few things to the batter, but it's not, I wouldn't say per se secret.
Is it magic? Is it like magic and the other magic?
What goes on the taco is magic, but I'll tell you more about that later.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So they're in the deep fryer right there. Is there one in the deep fryer right now?
Yeah, the shrimp is in the deep fryer, and the cauliflower, Cam just threw it in because it cooks a bit quicker than the shrimp.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
how long does it take approximately for somebody, if they come here, they're placing an order from them, order to getting it. Let's say they're the first person in line.
Yeah, if it's not busy, you know, it takes 5 to 7 minutes to cook.
Okay.
Yeah,
Depends
so
if he likes you, right?
Sorry?
Depends if they like you?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so with that now in the fryer, what else do you have to do at this point? Is there, you just kind of wait, playing the
We'll bring
waiting
it
game?
out. The tortilla, you have to warm it up. So Chris is gonna do that for you. We actually have these very heavy presses that you use in order to flatten them and make them sturdy. Because sometimes a problem with a lot of places when you go eat tacos is they fall apart.
Right, because there's some of the
Yeah.
liquid in there just falls
So
right into your hands.
our what we do now by pressing them, it makes them kind of strong, but at the same time, it doesn't harden them up.
Who taught you that trick? Is that a mom trick?
It is a mom trick, yes. We eat tortillas back home every day. Like it's our instead of bread or toast, we eat tortillas like every meal of the day. So.
Now, who makes the best tortillas? Does mom make the best tortillas?
Actually, my mom doesn't know. It's the one thing she doesn't know how to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, she's not watching.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. Right. Yours are great, mom. They're perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. She knows how to do anything else though. She just doesn't know how to do tortillas.
So, growing up with your family, obviously, is there something that your mom did specialize in that you've incorporated in some of your food here? It's like, oh wow, I love how mom did that sauce, or
yeah, she helped us out with some of the sauces. Actually, our Castillo steak taco is named after her. It's her last name, Castillo.
Oh, very cool.
And also like the recipe for how to cook the meats. We were having a lot of debates on how to do it, being efficient and tasty. And when she came to help us open up the place, she kind of helped us narrow it down. You know, this is going to be efficient and tasty at the same time.
Right.
So she helped us a lot, especially with the chicken and the steak. So we're going to dress up our cauliflower, and we're going to dress up our shrimp taco as well.
Okay.
So I'll start off with a cauliflower. So this is our Cali cauli. It's our vegetarian option. As you see, we fry it so that it's nice and golden. And our first topping are our freshly chopped tomatoes. They salted over there. We always put a little bit of salt. It makes all the difference. And then we have our purple cabbage, which we shred by hand. It's the only way it can look this nice. And then we have our green onions, which we use to top off. All freshly cut. We cut everything daily. And we top it off with our spicy mayonnaise.
Is the spicy mayonnaise also a secret recipe? Be honest.
I don't know how secret it is.
Yeah.
There's different versions of it, but we did get some advice from a friend who actually specialized in Japanese food.
Okay.
To get like, what is that secret? Like, what's that difference in the taste? Because we were used to making like homemade sushi back home with my brother, and there was just something missing always. So we did get a secret ingredient from that chef friend. And we always include 2 limes on the side because every taco tastes better with lime.
All right, I'll take your word for it. You're the expert.
All right, so this is our Cali cauli. It's our vegetarian taco. And this
That
is
looks
our
awesome
shrimp.
with the batter and everything. Very nice.
Yeah, so we usually put 3 portions of shrimp, or depending on how jumbo the shrimp, but we make sure that it's nice and full. And this one only has a few ingredients. This is the purple one. The
Oh, is this
I
the
was
magic?
talking about, yeah.
Oh.
So it's our purple slaw. We call it purple magic, but it is based off of purple cabbage or
Okay.
red cabbage.
Did you make this in a witch's cauldron? Be honest.
No.
Eye of Newt, is that in there?
No, it's secret. I can tell you.
All right.
I can tell you where,
forgetting
how
it.
we made it.
I'm not good with secrets.
It's the magic ingredient.
I once ate a fly. See, I should have kept that to myself.
But we actually, we do make it here, and it does have a bit of an Asian zest to it.
Okay.
It does have, I can tell you, it does have sesame oil, where you can smell it when you're eating it. And then we also drizzle a few green onions on top.
Okay.
And we use our spicy mayo.
All right. Nice and simple. I love it.
And we use the radish as a palate cleanser on most of our tacos. And we always top them off with a nice jalapeno on top.
Very cool.
Fresh jalapenos, we don't pickle them.
All right. So the vegetarian and the shrimp.
And the
this is
seafood
the one
option,
that you love, right? This is your favorite one?
That's my all-time favorite, yes.
So this gets your thumbs up?
Yeah.
You like this, like
Yeah.
Facebook?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Okay, there you go. Your first 2 options. We'll be right back, and we're going to make more tacos on Ottawa Eats. Hi, and welcome back to Ottawa Eats. We are making nachos and tacos, and we've already made 2 beautiful tacos, and now we're moving on to chicken and beef, right?
Correct.
All right.
So Chris and Cam right now are just taking out of the grill our chicken and our steak tacos.
Very nice. Cool.
Just to show you a bit of a preview, actually, what goes underneath the meat. These are our fritas, and they're kind of they give the crunch to our tacos.
Now, what is that? What is a frita? What is that exactly?
It's a secret.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's actually potato.
It's a magic secret.
It's potato based, and we like that crunch. We like the crunch that it adds to our tacos. A lot of people like hard shell tacos, but we don't think that's actually authentic taco style.
Okay.
So this is something that we add to add a little bit of crunch to our steak and our chicken that are not fried.
How do you dress these 2?
So they're actually very similarly dressed. So we have our different types of meat. And then this one's actually pulled chicken, and these are strips of steak. So our Nila's chicken, which is named after our grandmother. And our Castillo steak, the one I told you was named after my mother. So We first start off with tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. These have white onions, Spanish onions, instead of green onions.
Is there a reason for that? Just because it tastes a little bit different?
The taste is, the taste is just, it just goes better with the taste. Actually, back home we do sort of like salad that is tomatoes and onions together. But because here a lot of people don't like onions or don't like tomatoes, we thought we would just put the fresh ingredients separately. Yeah.
Okay.
So what makes it different is the sauces.
And this one's magic as well.
Yeah, this is our steak sauce, which is actually my brother's biggest secret.
I feel like your family's full of secrets.
Full of secrets.
You know, I'm just going to throw that out there.
And this is our chicken sauce, which is most favorite.
Is there a secret with this too, or is this?
No secrets.
Oh, okay. I have to ask. I don't know why I'm asking. This is like 60 minutes. I'm going to do an investigative report. It's going to be great. You're going to love it.
This is our mantequilla. So it's similar to sour cream, but it's not sour cream.
Should I ask if it's?
It's not secret, but you can find it in Honduras. You eat it with your beans. You eat it with a lot of foods. Sour cream doesn't really exist back home. But a lot of places, like Mexican restaurants here, replace it with sour cream because it's readily available.
Okay.
So we kind of invented our own version of mantequilla, which is what we call it.
Now the location of Honduras is actually secret, so you could never actually go there and get it, which is great.
No, Central America, very close actually, 5-hour flight. If they had direct flights, they don't. And then we top it off again with our radish, which is the palate cleanser. And our jalapenos. And our limes. So very simple.
Wow, nice. And it looks very nice. Nice little combination of colors. Yeah. Lots of secrets.
Lots of secrets.
Yeah. All right, now if people want to come down here and try these tacos, what's the easiest way people can find you?
So we're very active on Facebook and Instagram. Those are our strongest, but we do, especially for daily announcements and communicating constantly, we have Twitter as well, and we have Snapchat for instant updates. All of our @names are @Nacho Cartel, so straight up Nacho Cartel. So you can find us there. We do announcements there all the time. We share pictures of our fans who post pictures of next to our food truck.
People love taking pictures of food. Yeah, absolutely.
So you can find us there. And if you want to visit us, we're located at 200 Wilbrod Street, which is right across Ottawa University here in Sandy Hill.
All right.
And we're in a church parking lot, so we actually have plenty of parking space if you're coming from outside downtown. It's actually very convenient because you can find parking right in front of us.
All right, so there you go. If you're a student, look at this. Some great eats right in your neighborhood. So we've done the tacos, now we're going to do the nachos, right?
Yeah, so we're going to give you a sample of our nachos.
Okay.
This one is our Wilshire beef nacho. Wilshire is actually inspired by our street address where we used to live. And it was always kind of like the hangout spot. And it's basically ground beef. And we dress it on the nachos. However, it's different from our tacos. So the taco is prime steak.
Right.
And we do procure it from a local butcher. So all our meats are actually halal and / kosher. So we get it from a butcher here, actually around the corner of our house. And the ground beef is just a different part of the cow, but it spreads much nicer over the nachos.
Right. Okay. But you do more than just beef nachos, right? You do other kinds?
We've got chicken nachos, which is the same type of chicken for the tacos that we use. We have our Cancun shrimp nacho.
Yep.
And we have a vegetarian option as well.
All right. So here we are with the nachos, the beef.
So we roll it through the conveyor oven, and spread around the meat. In this case, it's the beef. And it has a mix of cheddar and mozzarella cheese in it. And our cheese also has certain spices, leaves in it that add a little bit of smell to it when it melts.
Okay. Finding it really hard not to grab a chip right now.
Just hold yourself. Okay.
See, I'm just gonna.
Never mind.
Sorry.
All right. So we drizzle it with tomatoes. We always start off with the tomatoes.
That's actually quite hot, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's okay. All our nachos are topped with green onions.
I didn't burn my mouth.
Did you?
A little bit. Well,
I told you. So we use our steak sauce. We drizzle it. We sometimes lift it in the chips so that we make sure that there's
see, I love that you do that.
salsa
That is
under
the
the
biggest
chips.
annoyance when you go to a bar and the nachos have no sauce on the
at
bottom.
correct.
Just get enraged. It's a very personal thing.
We drizzle it with just a bit of purple cabbage. It's kind of to add some color to it. And we always end off with our mantequilla sauce. So we drizzle it over the whole top.
Wow, very artsy.
Yeah, we always say it's an art. Street gourmet, you know?
Has anybody ever replaced that with glue?
No.
Okay.
No, but actually once by accident, someone used the mantequilla batter instead of the tempura batter for the shrimp.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
It was pretty bad. And then we'll top it off with some limes. Put some jalapenos on. And we put our salsa on the side for people to dip in and have some extra salsa if they want some.
Oh, very cool. Nice.
And that's our beef nacho.
Okay, there you go. There's the nachos. And if you were left to your own devices, I'm not talking about your business here, but what is the one thing you would never ever put on a nacho? Ever?
Ever put on a nut? I hate olives.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Olive free.
Yeah.
That will not be the name of your daughter. Okay. All right. There you go. Ottawa Eats. And this is a beautiful order of nachos. Once again, people can find you where?
200 Wilbrod Street, right across Ottawa University.
All right. There you go. Can I steal another chip? Can I steal one now?
Of course. Go for it.
Let's steal one now. It's good when you wait because they're not as burny. So that's it for another episode of Ottawa Eats. Thanks so much for joining us. Beautiful tacos, beautiful nachos, beautiful girl, a beautiful business in beautiful downtown Ottawa. And they're also doing some catering over the winter months as well. So if people want to find you, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and all that kind of stuff, contact information is there, right?
For sure, yeah. And we literally reply to our Facebook messages within minutes. So if you have any questions, you can also visit our website as well. We have a message center there. If you have any special requests, specific requests, like for instance, catering events, we'll try to accommodate as much as possible and cater to your needs. All right, there you go. So come and visit them. It's a cartel. It's all about nachos and tacos. And I'm going to try the, I believe this is the beef one here. That's the steak, yeah. The steak? Okay, excellent. I'm going to try this. Is it okay if I get messy? Please don't judge me. Yeah, of course. We got our hot sauce too. I don't know if you know. Oh, I'm just going to eat. Wow. That is amazing. Your mom would be proud. Oh, thank you.